And this year, our show is called Memphis Milano. This is a schedule, and we're pleased to have Julie Steer, who is really our exceptional both judge and floral arranger, and really the star of our club, in my opinion, to demonstrate one of our floral arrangements and really the process of how this happens. And in the schedule, there are 5 divisions. And today, Julie's focusing on floral design, which is Division 1.
The way I begin is that I get my photograph and I will squint my eyes and see a line that I want to follow that stands out to me in the composition of the photograph of the piece that I'm supposed to be interpreting. In this case, what do you see when you squint your eyes? You see a curvilinear red shape. You see a C shape. When you're doing floral design interpretations for these flower shows, you do not want to copy your artwork. You do not want to copy what you're interpreting. So rather than having a vertical curve, I decided that I wanted the colors incorporated, but I wanted a horizontal curve. So I decided to do a bridge design. I happen to own these red containers at home, and so what I did was over the weekend I constructed these forms that just let these containers sit in them. There's styrofoam underneath. This is filled with lead shot to give it weight that my husband went to Bass Pro Shop and bought for me. And my husband is like my major schlepper. He's just the best person in the world to help me in these things. Then I decided I had to get all the different color pieces incorporated into this composition. So I spray painted some skeletonized flax into a blue. Now I was doing this from a photograph, and a lot of times photographs do not ring true in terms of what color. So this, I would tweak this color combination now because I'm seeing it with my naked eye. But the blue obviously is this. The green from the base is in the bridge shape. The bridge is made of twisted Middleno sticks, and that is a natural product. It's a type of bamboo. And then these skeletonized flax I order from a source in New Zealand, and they come in 2 different lengths, and they're natural colored, but I like to use them because they give a lot of movement, and they give a lot of just a pretty shape to an arrangement. I just love using this stuff because it just works beautifully. And you can fool with it kind of like doing your makeup. You just do a little bit here and a little bit there, and then suddenly you say, okay, I like the way that looks. So I'm just sticking this up underneath here. One thing about today's designs in contemporary floral design is you don't necessarily have to hide your mechanics. Mechanics are the things that hold plant material in an arrangement. It used to be everything had to be hidden, sort of like in dressing you had to have your petticoat hidden. But nowadays bra straps are showing, and so are mechanics in floral design. It's kind of crazy, but that's the way it is. All right, so basically I've got what's going on with my curve. This is interpreted, and then I've got the blue color here going here, and then I've got the green color in here, and then I'm going to repeat green with a piece of aspidistra leaf that I have manipulated with wire so that it can be curved and done like, you know, like a river sort of thing. There are 2 pieces of aspidistra here, and there's a piece of wire, and the wire is double stick taped to these, and then you just smoosh these things together, and then you will just add this in. I just wanted it as a statement, just a little bit of a repetition of the green, but I wanted curves. There is nothing. You don't see any straight lines in this piece. There are no straight lines except for at the base, and that's not focal. So I just really want everything to be curvilinear. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is add some plant material in the colors of what I've got going. This is called Pincushion Protea, and it brings out some of the yellow And I'm going to put it, whereas it's at the top, but it's also down here on the side. So I want to use it twice just because I want to use it twice. But I'm not going to use the same plant material twice. I bought two different things so that you can get an idea of how things go. So I'm just going to add this right here, and maybe another one, but then I've got these adorable little ranunculus that I think are going to repeat the yellow color. And I have a tube, a water tube that the plant material will go down into. Ranunculus are a wonderful plant to use because they open up as you are working with them, and they just give a cheerful, the color is fabulous. Putting them at different heights so that it's more interesting than just having them all at one height, like so. When you're working in a museum, you always have to be real careful about your water. And here at the Dixon, they are so accommodating to us, but that we always put drop cloths down on the floor where we're working so that we make sure we protect the floor. Then I'm just going to insert this down in. Now this is showing you that I've got a lot of stuff going on down in here. So I've got to take it out and reinsert it so that it'll all fit together. You always wipe off your pedestal top and make sure that there's no lint or dust or anything around. And I want to make sure that what you see is one line, because what you've got going on is one line. So I want to make sure that they're lined up. At first I thought I liked it, but now I'm thinking I almost like it plain. It's kind of nestled in, and so it's all one unit. Does that make sense? So I think that's that. You've got the red color coming on, and it's a red tubular form, repeated but in a different way. You've got green coming on. Oh look, it's split open. I love that. That's so fun. In flower shows, when these things happen, you just have to sometimes go with the flow. One of these products, which I love using, are U-Glue dashes. These are made by the Oasis company, and they are very industrial strength, double-sided glue dots. They come in all sorts of shapes. They come in long strips. They come in this size, and I oftentimes will cut one in just to a short piece when I need one. You could really use these things if you wanted to do a quick facelift. They are so strong. And I'm going to just make a little tiny bit of a dot right here. And you've got the line. And there you go.